Hey everybody, it's James here with the Sawyer Family Reviews channel and actionfeatures.net, coming back at you with a new Marvel Legends review. I haven't done a review in a while. It's been crazy with work and everything going on with this whole COVID-19 stuff, and the time I have to devote to reviews just isn't there. It's just not there right now. So I thought maybe I would try something new though with this figure and just record the whole thing on my iPhone and see how it turns out. I'm really not sure how it's going to go because I can't really see the camera as I'm doing this, so I don't know if it's going to be like focusing wrong or whatever. This may not even go up. If it doesn't turn out right, I might not even put it up. But I got this figure and I got him early, and I'm like, you know what? I got to try and do it. I got to try and crank one out really quick. I actually won this figure in one of the like wheel things on the Sunroom group on Facebook. So big props to that group and the fun stuff that's going on there. But I won this figure, and I actually won the Mystique too. The Mystique is actually starting to ship now. I got my shipment notification from Entertainment Earth on her already, but I haven't got any kind of shipment for him. So I thought, you know what, I need to crank out this Hugh Jackman Wolverine review while it's still fresh and new, and hopefully help people decide if they should get him or not. So as you can see, this is the 20th anniversary X-Men packaging they're doing for the Marvel Legends line. It's more square than the standard Marvel Legends packaging. It's got more of a minimalist look, I guess you could say. It doesn't have all the crazy art on the side panels and all the, flashy logo type stuff going on. It's just a very minimalist look. It's got this metallic pale blue color design going on and the yellow X backgrounds. And then the side panels have these nice silhouette images of the characters. I'm going to get Mystique out of here for now. So we've got Hugh Jackman's Wolverine, and the only parts that aren't caught in a black silhouette are the three stripes on the jacket and his claws, and you get that same image on the back there, and just the Wolverine logo, or Wolverine name, Marvel Legends logo on the top. I really like this packaging design. Let me bring out the Moon Knight standard Marvel Legend packaging. So the height of the box and the width of the box is the same as a standard Marvel Legend. Like, it's not any wider or any shorter. It may look like that because of the curvature, but if you look at the actual back of the packaging, the size is the same as far as width and height of the boxes, not including this flap that's on the top of regular Marvel Legends packaging. I really like this. I don't know if I would want this for the whole line, but I like it for being something special. And these are special figures in that they cost more, they're $24.99, and they've got more unique sculpts. So I like that these are kind of differentiated. The thing I don't understand is why the 20th anniversary comic figures, how those exist. They've got the same style of packaging, but it's not really the 20th anniversary of the comic, it's the 20th anniversary of these X-Men films. So I think that's a bit strange, but whatever. Just slap it all in there. That's fine. Make it something special and throw some extra stuff you were going to do in there anyway. Okay, so let's get him out of there and check him out. So here's Wolverine out of the box. First impression, really like the figure a lot. Let's cover everything we need to talk about first, though, before I really give in some opinions. He comes with 2 extra hands without the claws popped out. These just switch out by yanking them down and popping these in. You know the drill. I don't know why you'd ever switch them out for the clawed hands, but some people may display him with his claws in, whatever. Then he also comes with an extra head. This one has more of a stoic, inner turmoil look for Hugh Jackman than this one does. This is the screaming head that comes on the figure. I'll display him with the other head, but since this is how he came, I wanted to show him like that. Let's cover articulation real quick. He's got the rocker ankle, which swivels around like that, and then can hinge back and forth. And it's nicely hidden by this boot cuff, or the cuff on the pants leg. I guess it's not really a cuff. Then he's got double jointed knees that go back to there. He's got a top of the hip swivel. Then he's got one of those barbell joints as for his hips, which allow him to go out to there and then kick forward that much. Not much back movement because his butt gets in the way. Then he's got a swivel waist and a hinge joint that allows him to crunch to there and go back to there. He's got butterfly shoulders, but there's not a ton of movement on them just because this jacket, I think, might restrict it. But you can open up the jacket and see where the butterflies are. Then he's got swivels at the shoulder that are ratcheting, and they can hinge up and down. He's got the upper bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which go up to there. Then he's got wrists that swivel where they peg in and then hinge in and out, not up and down. Both are in and out movement. And then his head is just mounted on that new barbell ball joint thing that they've got going on there, which is just, I'm going to pop this off real quick. Come off. Which kind of reminds me of like a Hot Toys figure, where the barbell is sort of mounted inside, popped inside there, and the larger ball on top. So you can get a good amount of movement out of him. Maybe not so much as a old hinge joint, but aesthetically it is more pleasing on the neck. It doesn't have that cut joint going in there. As far as paint apps go, this figure is really nice. There's a nice wash on the front of the legs that make the pants look more weathered. It's not really carried forward on the back, or carried back on the back. Which way would you say it? I don't know. But that's okay, because when I look at my own pants, they're more worn on the front than they are on the back. He's also got a nice paint wash on the jacket, which gives it sort of that worn-in leather look. I really like that a lot. And all the lines are really clean. Then the shirt is really impressive because he's got an old flannel type shirt on there. And that patterning is really nice. Like, it's kind of a tough paint app to pull off all that. I wonder if that's like printed on or something. But it's got like dark blue or purplish lines, and then like a light blue line running through. I did notice that this chest piece is a separate piece that's sort of plugged into there like the neck is. And so you might want to watch out for any kind of gappage on those. This one has this very slight gap, but I'm not sure how that's going to be across the board since, you know, I haven't seen a lot of these figures in the store yet. In fact, I haven't seen any. The most impressive thing, though, is the paint wash on the face. Let me pull the camera back and I'll give you a closer look at that. There's a close-up look at the relaxed head sculpt on the Hugh Jackman Wolverine, and it's really good, man. I think the head sculpt itself is really good, but also the printed paint app is really nice. Now, this is the X-Men Origins style of haircut, where it had more of a swooped look than the straight-up pointy look that they did in the first couple of films. This is a more, I don't know, relaxed look to Wolverine's trademark pointy hair. Here is the other head. So you can get kind of a look at that one too. Yeah, I definitely prefer the other head sculpt. This isn't bad. If you were doing like an action scene or something, this would be pretty cool, but I prefer this one. I also want to show you guys these claws while we're up close and personal with him. These claws are really nice. I was a little concerned when this figure was first shown that I was going to have to switch out these claws for metal claws, but I think they're great. They're nice and straight right out of the package, and they're still the removable stuff like the other Wolverine claws are, but they're so nice and straight, and they're actually like, they look like they're painted silver. I can't tell for sure, but they sure do look like they're painted silver, and they're just really well done. I don't foresee having to switch these guys out. They're just too darn nice. All right, let's take a look at him next to some other figures. Okay, so we've seen a close-up of the heads. I want to show you some comparisons now in regards to other figures that sort of match this style. Now, this is based on X-Men Origins Wolverine, which is probably a more, it's a polite way to put this, a more reviled entry in the Fox X-Men film series. You know, other than the Deadpool stuff at the end, I really don't mind it that much. The effects are rough, but I think Hugh Jackman's really good, and I really liked Liev Schreiber's Sabretooth. I thought he was great. But as far as the X-Men Origins line went, it was a 3 3/4 line when that movie came out. There was no 6-inch version of the figure. It was... I'm going to pop this other head on while I'm showing these comparisons. I don't know, I just really like this other head better. So there was no 6-inch line for X-Men Origins Wolverine. I don't have any of those 3 3/4 figures to give you a comparison to, but I do have this old Toy Biz X-Men 2 Wolverine, which was a pretty close approximation with this outfit. I think it's supposed to be the same jacket carried forward across movies, even though it's obviously a different jacket. But this is what we used to have as regards to a civilian Hugh Jackman Wolverine and what we have now. As you can see, we're quite a bit above this figure at this point. This is looking pretty rough these days, comparatively. But I will say that he can kind of work with the Nightcrawler and the... Do I have one? Yeah, I have him. The Cyclops from the X2 line. I don't think this is that bad. Hugh Jackman's a tall dude, so this kind of works still. And I don't think these figures are all that bad either. I think that these X2 Wolverine, or X2 movie figures from Toy Biz, for what they are and for their age, still hold up pretty well. Yeah, I don't think that's that bad. I think that's pretty good. And then last but not least, I'll show you a comparison between him and a Marvel Legends comic style Logan, if I can get him to stand right. And this is the one with the cowboy hat, but with the patch head and then a brown custom jacket thrown on there. So as you can see, he's quite a bit taller than the comic version of Wolverine, which makes sense because Hugh Jackman is a tall dude and comic Wolverine is a short dude. Overall, this figure is awesome. The $25 price point may be a little bit off-putting to some people, but you got to understand this is a lot of unique sculpting going on. I'm a big fan of the Fox X films, so this line is kind of a dream come true for me. I'm very excited about the possibilities of maybe getting more if they sell well enough, but who knows? We'll see how things go. If you enjoyed the video, please click like, subscribe, notify, and I'll have some more up soon, hopefully. Hopefully this all worked out with doing it on an iPhone. We'll see how it goes. All right, see you guys next time. Bye.